really love Halloween themed things with eyeballs. Like treats that are a whole entire eyeball and it's completely edible, of course. Or those cookies that are Halloween colors, like blue is not a Halloween color, but it kind of looks like monstery, or purple or orange, and then there's eyeballs all over them like a cookie, and those are so cool. And they're all different sizes of eyeballs too. Wild Fox clothing pieces that have eyes all over them, or just a set of cat eyes. To the Sanderson sisters spell book, which has an eye right in the center of it, and there is a close-up shot of it, and it's so creepy and realistic, and it just puts me in the spirit of things, and it makes me so happy, which is why I want to share with you how to make these eyeball cookie pops that are so fun and extremely convenient, because I mean, come on, they're on sticks. They're great at parties. Like, these guys are great at parties, but these eyes are great at parties because you can just grab them and go and pop an eyeball in your mouth. Instead of drugs, pop eyeballs instead of drugs at parties. They're just so cute, and they make me really, really happy because it's Halloween themed and they're spooky, and also the ingredients are really clean. So not only are you getting in the festivities within your food, you're also getting in some nutrients, but I mean, it's not that bad. Like, compared to so many other cookie recipes out there, or just cookies in general that you buy at the store, these are so much healthier for you. And these eyeballs are stabbed with a stick, and specifically it's a rock candy stick, so it makes it even more fun with the ball at the end. And it kind of brings everything in full, I don't even know. But anyway, if you want to learn how to make these eyeball cookie pops, then go ahead and please keep on watching. For the eyeballs, you will need sugar, and make sure that it's vegan because a lot of white sugar is processed with bones, so just be careful. Applesauce, plant milk, vanilla extract, oat flour, which you can buy as a flour, or you can blend oats until they turn into a flour, baking powder, baking soda. You'll also need chocolate chips, and make sure that they're vegan because some chocolate chips have cow's milk in them, as well as matcha powder, which will give color to the iris of the eye. These are completely optional, but to turn the eyeballs into cookie pops, you'll also need rock candy sticks or any kind of skewer, or even fork stabbing into the eyes would be really cool. But just make sure they aren't throwaway forks made from plastic, because we don't need any more waste in this world. All of the exact measurements will be in the description box of this video, and don't forget to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Start off by combining the sugar, applesauce, plant milk, and vanilla. Stir all of the wet ingredients together. Then add in the oat flour, baking powder, and baking soda. Flatten the cookie dough so that it can get filled with chocolate chips. I thought it would be really fun to put a few chocolate chips in the center of the eyeball, plus it adds more flavor and texture. Now mold and roll the dough into an even ball. In a smaller bowl, take a small piece of dough. You may need more, but start off with just a little bit. Then add in matcha powder. Mash together until you have a nicely green pigmented cookie dough. Form the green cookie dough into flat, round pieces. For the pupil, add a chocolate chip to the center of the iris, aka that flat, round cookie dough piece that you just formed. Pop the eyeballs into the oven for 7 to 8 minutes. Once the time is up, take them out of the oven and let them set for only 2 minutes. Now is your chance to puncture the stick or the fork into the eyeballs before they completely set. Finally, you can enjoy eating some eyeballs. Something that I really love about these cookies that was completely accidental is the cracking around it. It just adds like a bloodshot effect without having to add another step to the cookie pop making process. And it just makes it look even more creepier, even though these are pretty friendly and fun and Monster Inc-y. Even though Monster Inc. is not a Halloween movie, and I don't know what Freeform, formerly known as ABC Family, is doing with playing it on 31 nights of Halloween, because yeah, it's monsters, but it's not a Halloween movie. It's not a Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic, Halloween Town, even though I know they'll never play Halloween Town, even though Disney owns Freeform. But anyway, what are they doing? And if you want to make these and it's not Halloween time, you can definitely skip the eye detailing part, even though I have no idea as to why you would want to do so, because we could always use an extra set of eyes laying around year round. I'm just so pleased with how these cookie pops turned out. I was experimenting in the kitchen and I finally came out with these, and I have a bunch of them to eat, and I'm gonna make some more before Halloween ends, and I'm just going to bask in the moment of the season as much as I possibly can. As for the matcha, you really don't taste it, at least depending on the brand of matcha that you use. I use Matcha Reserves matcha, and it's just their plain organic, and I like that one because there's no extra things in it. It's just matcha. So for example, there's a lot of other matchas out there that are like vanilla matcha, which have vanilla flavoring in them, and that's something that I like to stay away from, because anything like natural flavor or vanilla flavor or chocolate flavor, which isn't the actual thing itself, it's just a flavoring, it's MSG, which is something that I do not want in my body. So I'm just happy that this is just plain organic matcha, and it doesn't take away from the cookie whatsoever. It doesn't overpower it, you barely taste it. It just tastes like a chocolate chip cookie eyeball on a stick or a fork. I really wanted to try that. I think that would have been cool if I had something that was like red to make it seem like it was bleeding. How morbid of me, but it's Halloween, so what can I say? Oh, and I'm so excited to tell you that I just released this shirt today. And also I have it in white as well. It's an organic cotton shirt, and it's so soft, but it doesn't feel like a cheap soft. So if you want to get one for yourself or for a friend or for a present, because the holidays are coming up, check the link in the description box for that. Check the link for the description box for that. Check the description box for the link to that, and also the measurements of this recipe as well. Let me know if you try out this recipe, and don't worry, once you make them, you may feel like someone's watching you, but trust me, they're just cookie pops. You know how they say the eyes are the window to the soul? I'm technically eating people's souls. You need to stay. I'm talking to them. Like, what is the main witch's name? I haven't watched Hocus Pocus yet this year. But what is the main sister's name who, like, that she's the leader, and she was talking to her book, and she's like, no, not right now. That was me trying to adjust these. What if I did an eyeball mukbang?